ain't I work a plan now? Can't I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player mayor. What you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey, not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some money.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between our visitors and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Okay, break. 18, 5 years. 19 strikes, 19 strikes.
Walker going right to the air. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Walker. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Walker. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down there by Julian Love. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out. Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Hurts. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Walker. Out route pass complete to Bellinger. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Walker. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Walker rolling to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
This is always a tricky angle for a right-footed kicker because he's trying to draw it to the center of the uprights, but instead he pushes it to the right, and it's no good.
Clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find two unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. Two heavyweights in the NFL.
Right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20, ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 37.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner. As Sanders has it poked free, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30, 10, 5. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the tackle there by Micah McFadden.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Walker now. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Barkley, inside handoff. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Gano's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Running left, it's Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go now. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's brought down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run back to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And now it's a bootleg with Walker. Steps away. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Let's go now. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Walker looking to throw on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on, come on. 18 left, 18, high here.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get it! Go! Go! Ready?
A handoff, Barkley running left. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
103 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.